What's up everyone, TJ from the Unleashed Human, and on this video I'm going to be teaching you how to properly foam roll your lower back. And make sure you stay to the very end because I'm going to be telling you someone who should absolutely not foam roll their lower back. Now, the biggest reason why some people will foam roll their lower back is because it feels tight or it's super painful. And the reasons that typically create those aggravated areas is from sitting at a desk job repeatedly for hours on end without taking breaks and getting up and walking around the office. Now, the other demographic that falls into tightness and pain in the low back are people that are seeking performance, athletes, Olympians, any kind of power lifter, a bodybuilder who works out almost all the time typically have lower back tightness because they don't either stretch before or after or foam roll in general, and so over time those muscles get very tight and tender. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there are people that should absolutely not be doing foam rolling on the lower back. I'm going to first show you how to foam roll the low back, and then I'm going to tell you with x-rays who is allowed and should do lower back foam rolling, and then the other demographic of people who should absolutely never foam roll their low back until they work on their spine and their posture.
Okay, so when it comes to the lower back, aka the lumbar spine, you start right above the butt. So take your foam roller, put it about right there, and all you're going to want to do is slowly roll back and forth through the lumbar spine. And then on the sides, you have the sacroiliac joints. One on the right side, one on the left side. They're the parts, the bony prominences that are here. What you want to do is you want to roll a little bit to that one side and just roll through some of those knots and or trigger points, and you'll feel a good amount of tenderness through there. And you want to just kind of roll through both sides until they feel as if they've kind of worked themselves out. And if you want, you can even put your hands up here on your head to get more of a stretch, and then just roll back and forth. If you have never foam rolled before, you're gonna feel your abs contract. You're gonna feel as if your abs are super weak, and you might even do one of these numbers where you're really struggling to keep your core strong. So that's totally okay. That's what foam rolling is there for as well, is to take a lot of tension off of the low back, which then can also create weakness in your abs. So essentially foam rolling can also help strengthen your core, especially in the low back. So the lower back is super easy. I'll do about 2 minutes. Nothing super crazy rocket science about it. Just kind of roll back and forth through there and it should be good.
I'm now going to show you a normal curve of the low back, also known as the lumbar spine. If you look right here, this is the normal curvature that a healthy population should have in the lower back. Now, there are times where someone will not meet this curve. Generally, the average normal should be anywhere from 35 degrees to 45 degrees in the lower back. 40 is perfect. Now, there's a couple of reasons why someone might not meet this. Number one is that they might have a different anatomical variant of their hips that actually suggests that it should be a little bit less or a little bit more than 40 degrees. And the other population that may not meet this are people that have damaged their low back, either blown out a disc, they have degeneration in their spine, and they're not going to be able to meet this perfect degree of curvature in the lower back. However, this population with a back that has a hyperlordotic curve, meaning an increase in the lower back curve, should not ever foam roll, or before they attempt to foam roll, they should change their posture or their spine by doing any kind of corrective care on their spine, seeing a CBP doctor or somebody else that will help them change the curvature of their normal curve. And do not get me wrong, I am not endorsing chiropractic biophysics as the only technique to use to see your chiropractor, massage therapist, or physical therapist. We do know, however, that this technique has proven to increased lumbar curves and decreased lumbar spines, and there's thousands of colleagues of mine across the US and the world that use this technique. So if you're interested, please reach out and ask me questions. With this video, it was my hope that you got something out of this educationally. These videos are designed for you to learn. I went to school for over 10 years to learn all of this stuff, and it's me just pouring out to you guys to give you as much information as I can in my personal life, in my professional life as a doctor, and really just as a human to give you as much as I can so I can help you guys become your best self every day. So please guys, if you could like this, it really helps with the algorithm so that other people can see this. And please subscribe and comment. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I really appreciate your support.